welcome to another Height and Ridley video tutorial. In this one I'm going to show you a great two-step finishing touch that I apply to nearly all my photos. First though, let me show you the results. I've got the results loaded as a separate file in behind what you're looking at the moment, and I'm going to flick backwards and forwards between the two. Now to do that, in order to keep any screen distractions to a minimum, I'm going to use the Control-Tab combination. Okay, here we go. There's the final, back to the original, and there's the final again. What you should have noticed is around the corners and edges it's a little bit darker, and what that does is it brings your viewer's attention in towards the center of the image, which is exactly where you want their attention to be. Okay, let's start the tutorial proper. I'll come back to the starting point. Okay, now what I'm going to do in the first step, I'm going to create a new layer. I'll fill it with black, and then I'll change the blend mode to soft light, and then in step 2 I'll use a large soft eraser and take out the center of that new layer. Okay, here we go. First then, let's have our new layer, and there it is. Now we're going to fill it with black. Make sure that your colours are set to the defaults, and if they're not, just press the D key. Okay, let's choose the fill tool, and clicking on the image, that's the layer now filled in black. Let's change it to soft light. So now we have a blend mode of soft light, and now for the second step, let's use our eraser. Now this has to be a large soft eraser, as soft as possible, so let's just check that it really is soft. Sure, hardness is set to 0. That's perfect. As for the size, we want the size to extend from the top to just beyond the middle of the image. Now mine's set perfectly. If it weren't, I could use the left and right square brackets on the keyboard to make it larger and smaller, but as I say, that's just about right. Okay, let's start erasing. So from that top left hand corner we erase to the middle and just beyond, and then from the top right corner, same thing in reverse, erase to the middle and just beyond. Now for the bottom left hand corner, we erase to the middle and just beyond, and then the bottom right hand corner to finish it off, we erase to the middle and just beyond. Now I want to draw your attention to the thumbnail on the layer 1 on the right hand side here, and notice that we've still got darkness around the corners and edges, and the center has gone. That's perfect. However, notice that the effect is quite intense. It's not subtle, and I think you can see that the edges and corners are darker. Remember, subtlety is the key. So we set the opacity down to 50% or thereabouts. Now for this photo, around 50% is just fine. Sometimes some photos might need it to go down as far as 20%, and in other times maybe only as low as 70 or 80. But as I say, for this one, 50% is just fine. Okay, let me just switch that layer off so you can see the before, and then switch it back on again so you can see the after. And there we have it. We have a nice photo. We have darkened down the edges and the corners. We've brought the viewer's attention to the center, and we've made sure that the effect is subtle. Okay, well I hope you've enjoyed watching the tutorial. I hope you've learned something. I hope that you'll then be able to apply this to your own photos. So, thanks for watching. Bye.